Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to recover when rocked in EA Sports UFC 2. Now, I would love to be able to show you guys how to do that within a game, or to, actually be able to knock one of these guys on the floor, but it's really difficult to, rock someone without just taking them out. So I'm just going to be sharing the general tips. So basically, when you get rocked on the feet, what you want to avoid is backing up to the cage. Like, backing up to the cage is the worst thing that you can do. Actually, let's put the AI on so the AI can, fight us a little bit. How do we... Oh yeah, we need to select sides, get rid of that. I always forget to press X. There we go. AI, put him on some skilled free sparring. Oh no, skilled stand-up. Skilled striking, there we go. There we go. So, what you want to do when you're rocked is you want to stay away from your opponent. You can throw like couple jabs here and there. I like to throw in a few jabs to just let my opponent know that he can't just beat me up. That's not going to work out. He can't just chase after me and fight me when I'm rocked. Like, that isn't going to work out for anyone. Like, it's going to be really bad for him to do that. Look, he's rocked. He's rocked and he's trying to fight me. What is he doing? He shouldn't be fighting me right about now. He should be like moving around, using his space, and like staying away. Wow, see, you just got taken out. You got taken out. You've got to stay away from your opponent, but do not back up into the cage. So you want to use your movement. You generally can't flick the left analog stick when you're in a rocked state because your stamina will be very low. So you just want to move. You also want to block a little bit, but you do want to let go of the block when you get like a little bit of distance so you can move faster. Otherwise, your opponent will close the distance and he'll start spamming strikes, which is what people usually do. They just, when you get into that flurry mode and you fling like loads of strikes, they just continue with that. And that generally doesn't knock people out unless like you've got really bad health or something. Why are you taunting, bruv? What are you taunting, bruv? Hey, get this work, bruv. Taunting. He's on skilled free sparring. Why is it so crap? Alright, so basically, yeah, you want to stay away from the cage, because if you put your back up to the cage, you'll get tie clinched and that's basically over. Because if one strike gets through and you're rocked, like, you're probably going to get sent down to the ground. And when you get sent down to the ground now, in order to recover, it was a bit confusing at first because I thought it was just another transition, but you actually don't have to transition. You've got to flick the right analog stick left and right, and you've got to continue to do that until the circle fills up. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've played the game, which you should have played the game if you're watching this video. So yeah, you want to flick that left and right. And a good tip, something that I do, is don't use your thumb to flick it left and right. Like, oh, I just went into a clinch because I was trying to what's the word? I was trying to do an example of it, but obviously you guys can't see my hands. You don't want to use your thumb to flick it left and right because that's very slow. That's a schoolboy error. That's a noob mistake. You want to get your palm out, get into the dirt, and that's how you want to flick it. You want to just take your palm off the pad and you want to use the bottom of your palm or the middle of your palm to flick the right analog stick left and right. You do not want to be using your thumb because that's going to take way too long and you're probably going to get knocked out. So that is my little tip to, get back in the game. If you're in like the 3rd round or the 5th round in a championship fight, I don't think you can recover there, to be honest. Like, I've never been able to recover there. And I think it's just because you're in like the last round and your stamina's down or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my days. What is wrong with that? They said that they patched the AI and made it better, but I don't see it. I do not see it. I do not see it whatsoever. Oh my god, how you're not blocking? You're not blocking. What's wrong with you? So I think those tips are the most that I can really give you. Just keep moving, block a little bit. Definitely block if your opponent's close, because you do not want to let any of those punches get through, especially if you got rocked to the head. If you got rocked to the body, you want to block both your body and your head. That's a terrible thing to get rocked to the body, because then if you're blocking your body, your opponent can go to the head and rock you there, and that's the worst. because then you just come out of a rock to get into another rock, and then it's just super stress. And then I've been like up against the cage when that's happening. No, I've put my opponent up against the cage when that's happening. Probably been up against the cage back in my noob days, but no longer. I am not getting into the cage. I am coming. If it has to come to it, I will come up to you and jab you instead of getting to the cage, because I know if I go to the cage, it's definitely over. At least if I jab you, I can stop you from throwing a few strikes and let you remember that I'm still here, I'm still fighting. You can't just run after me because I'm rocked. And a lot of times when you're rocked, your opponent will he'll just converge on you. He'll just run up to you to try and get the knockout. So, and he'll just throw loads of strikes as well and gas himself out. So it's a good time to counter-attack, to be honest. So watch for that as well. See if your opponent's super aggressive. This should knock you out. Oh, now you're rocked. Now you're rocked. Come on, go up against the cage like what I've been telling people not to do. Oh, and you went up against the cage. What a clown. See, this is what happens when you go up against the cage. He's just trying to get out of it. Yeah, he's just trying to get out of it because he's unskilled stand-up. Yeah, so basically, those are my tips. When you're on the ground, use your palm and whatnot. Don't use your thumb. When you're on the stand-up, make sure you move. Don't block all the time, but block if your opponent's close. And yeah, you should be able to get back out of the rocked scenario. Generally, when you're on the stand-up, being rocked isn't too risky. Well, it is risky because no one wants to be rocked. It's terrible to be rocked. You're like, oh my god, alright, we have to get serious now. But don't panic. Don't panic. Because being rocked doesn't mean you're going to get knocked out. You can get rocked loads of times in a fight and still come away with the win. It's a madness in this game. Like, it's really hard to put people away. So just focus on getting these points. Focus on, you know, jabbing people, using that leg kick, keeping them away from you, and using your movement to stay away from dangerous combatants. But yeah, those are my tips. I hope this video helps you out. Please hit that like button if it did. Be sure to subscribe, as I'll be putting out loads more UFC 2 tip videos. And if you like this video, you can well, no, if you want to see the rest of my UFC 2 tip videos, you can click on the playlist to see those on the screen. And be sure to, you know, leave a comment. Let me know. Wow, got low stamina there. Let me know what tutorials and tips you want to see next time. And yeah, that will really help me out. I'll try to get around to every suggestion, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's see if we can knock Chael Sonnen out one more time. Okay, his head. Oh, and I got no stamina. 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 What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, boy? Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.